Hi there, I'm your host Bean, and this is obviously my playthrough of Twilight Princess HD. Um, this is a game that I've wanted to do some sort of playthrough on for like a really long time, probably even before HD even came out. But I never really had the means to play it. But I do now, and so yeah, I'm gonna do a playthrough. Obviously here I'm naming myself Blank just because, like, I have this tradition of like naming the files that are like so that they're similar to Link but they're slightly different words. And Blink-182 is a cool band, so I was also gonna name Epona These Hands for a joke that I will explain later, but I didn't because it's stupid. Anyway, as this lovely opening cutscene plays that just, you know, obviously revels in Twilight right there, as Russell without an E explains. This is going to be a 100% playthrough, although as of recording this, I guess I haven't technically, like, determined what exactly counts as 100%, although I don't think the game really keeps track of it either, but basically what it means to me is that, obviously get all the heart pieces, all 4 of the bottles, which includes going through the Cave of Ordeals, I think, catching all of the fish, including the Hylian Loach, getting all of the bugs, getting all of the Poe souls, probably some other 80th thing that I'm forgetting about, but, yeah, I consider doing hero mode, but, I don't, why not? Well, I'm just gonna not do it. I mean, you would think, like, for the difficulty spike, just because nothing drops hearts in that version, and I'm pretty bad at video games, but also just because it's flipped. I don't know why they did that, but they, like, mirrored the entire game like it was the Wii version for hero mode, and I don't know why, but, yeah, I decided to skip out on that. Lovely rainbow in the background over there. Also, it never occurred to me that, like, this is the only time that Epona ever has, like, other stuff on her back, I think, besides Link himself. I guess they were gathering, like, firewood or whatever the fuck. And then Russell with his kid, Colin, who I very blatantly ignored throughout this video. Kind of unintentionally, but also his mother, that I will talk more about later when it becomes relevant. Yeah, and then, oh, wait, no, I'm skipping ahead. This is where Ilya just blatantly steals our steed. Admittedly for a good reason, but she's just like, yeah, bye. And then this guy whose name I cannot remember. I want to say Fado, but I don't know if that's true. I don't remember. And even though he's the fucking rancher, he's like, my goats don't listen to me, can you help me? Like, why would goats go through a period of not listening to you? Fado doesn't have enough gym badges, but he is ripped, and his arms are very long. And then he goes, SpongeBob, your house is gone! And, it's like, you need to go get your fucking horse. So, yeah, he's like, do my job for me. Also, I noticed that in the HD version, they gave him freckles, which is good, because everything is improved with freckles. I will campaign this until the goats come home. It's never too early to start investing in ruby stock. But, I mean, I didn't really put too much effort into it because I just lifted a single rock, but I don't know. So, right here, this thing that Ilia's about to say, after she has a creation moment with Epona here. She's like, oh hi, I washed Epona for you. So, back in the day I watched a video where somebody named the horse My Ass, so that line was like, I washed my ass for you, and me at 12 years old thought that was peak comedy. And it actually is still kind of funny. But, so I was originally gonna name the horse, These Hands, so she was like, so Ilia in this scene would be like, I washed these hands for you, or I washed my hands for you, and then I was gonna make like a LOL Corona joke, she's being responsible in the pandemic, but I figured it would somehow be better if I explained it rather than just do it, and then have the regrettable decision there for the entire game. So there you go, I've dated this video. Oh, I also should point out that the day that I will be publishing this video is actually the 5th anniversary of when Twilight Princess HD was released. At least in America. Probably the dates are different elsewhere. But, yeah, March 4th. 5 years ago. It's weird to think that it's already been 5 years, but time is an illusion. Now more so than it's ever been. It's fucking fake. Time isn't real. Russell doing some sick-ass moves with the sword that will be mine eventually. Bo being a dumbass over there. He's not really so much a dumbass in casual playthrough, but in speedruns, he is a jerk. Anyway, I indulged in some of the dialogue here because I figure most people probably skip the majority of the shit happening at the beginning of the game. Just because it's kind of slow. This game, I love this game, it's one of my favorites, but it does have kind of a slow beginning part. But, the dialogue isn't bad. Mainly just making fun of that fucking loser husband over there. I don't know what his name is. Colin's making us a fishing pole, which is gigantic, as we'll see later. Here's me, like, fucking up, trying to stop and talk to Bo, and then I just decided to get off the horse because I kept fucking around. Definitely gonna have to get reused to the controls in this game. Even though I'm, like, tomorrow getting a new controller that I'll have to learn. Also, buying the controller because I am a buffoon and I'm considering speedrunning one of the categories of Donkey Kong 64, which requires a second controller, so I went ahead and did that. But if I actually end up committing to that and recording those runs and shit, I guess you will see them on this channel. And if not, then, well, then we know what happened. So anyway, here is one of 2 absolutely garbage jobs I do at goat herding in this video. This one is a little bit shorter because it's 10 goats. But yeah, it's not optimized at all. This is shit-ass goat herding, honestly. I don't think I've ever learned how to herd the goats, like, with any amount of expediency whatsoever. But it's especially on display that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this. But the classic goat in is always good, even if you're doing very poorly. I don't know why they have you herd goats so many times in this game. I mean, technically, I guess it's only like 3, but it feels like a lot when you're very bad at it, I guess. Admittedly, the 3rd time is not required because you just get a heart piece, but I will be doing it, so. These goats' horns are really weird. Like, how do those horns grow in that shape? Like, do they, when the goats are, like, born, and they have, like, do they have, like, the 2 separate horns that slowly grow and then meld into each other? Because that sounds like it would be really painful for the goat. But there's no way that they come out with the circular horn, because there's no fucking way. Like, I think even with, like, a C-section, that would be physically impossible to achieve. Why am I analyzing the science of goats? I don't know. They just have weird horns in this game. He's like, you want to practice with the fences? that will inevitably somehow hurt Epona's ankle or whatever the hell Ilya says later. Anyway, I think with that, the first day is done. Did Fado's fucking job for him so we can go to bed without his stupid ass hounding us all day. Until tomorrow. Yeah, there's my naming convention on the third file being Sync, which was a hero mode playthrough I'm not sure I actually finished. It's from fucking ages ago. Both of those. I think the Chib file, the first one, is the first time I ever played this game, actually. That one is completed, it's just not shown because this game doesn't save after you beat it. Anyway, now the kids are hounding us, so we gotta go out and see what the fuck they want. In Link's weird little tree house. I don't know if you can hear my headphones squeaking loudly against my glasses, but I certainly hear it. Yeah, so they're like, we need a slingshot. And they're like, we don't have any fucking money. And then Mallow says this funny thing. He's like, I wish we had been born to a family with a slingshot instead of a water wheel. And then I just blatantly ignore Colin, because I think I actually realized that while I was playing this, and my justification for not going back and talking to him was he has the most character development of any of the children in this game, so I'm like, we'll hear from him later. And here's short, tiny Afro man that's like, yo, you can talk to people from a distance. And he's like, look at the kitty. I just realized this cat is kind of like a calico. There's a calico cat that lives around here in this general area of apartments that we live in. And for a long time we thought she was a stray, but she actually is like sort of like a partially outdoor cat for one of our neighbors out here. And her name is Ellen. And she's lovely, and we love petting her. So I'm gonna call the cat in this game Ellen. Because I don't think they ever give it a name, which you'd think they would. The fucking other cat in this game gets a name, but... Yeah, so here is me trying to remember if the controls, like the aiming controls, are inverted or not. I think I watched a video recently by Tim, like Timbo, I think is his channel name, where he was talking about the weirdness of like inverted vertical axis controls, and he said like having them either way feels incorrect, and like he gets like confused with either of them, or maybe I'm remembering that wrong, but that's how I feel. Like, if you ever see me just like, I think later with the slingshot I actually end up, like, I just look straight down at the ground because I'm trying to pull up, because I don't remember how it works. But I feel like if I switch the vertical axis, I'll just have the opposite problem. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, using a hawk to steal a cradle back from a monkey, and, despite the fact that we're bringing this cradle back to this lady that's clearly pregnant, when I was a kid first playing this game, I did not realize that she was pregnant. I don't know how. Like, the fact that I'm bringing a cradle to her, and the fact that she walks really slow and walks like moves like a pregnant woman, you think would have tipped me off, but it didn't. I don't know. 5th grade me was stupid, but, Also, a little thing about the monkey earlier. The area that the monkey is standing in is, like, I don't think it was originally fenced off, but it is in this game, and I wonder why that is. Like, they just don't ever let you go back in there. There's nothing even back there except, like, more fish. So, I wonder if they just, like, didn't like the area, or if they discovered, like, sequence breaking there. I don't know. Anyway, here's me showing how fucking absurdly large the fishing pole is for some reason. Why is it that big? It's like longer than multiple people's bodies. And here's me trying to get some free money off of these people's house. And struggling to, like, look forward because I keep focusing on the lady. I don't remember what that lady's name is, if she has one. But yeah, I got up there. Free money. 20 rupees. Probably they were saving that for Colin's college fund, but it's mine now. Yeah, because basically you need to get 30 rupees to buy the slingshot. And here's where I'm trying to get some money out of the pumpkins, but mainly trying to get the guy up there to yell at me for wasting food. Except that, you know, if you found like $1 in pumpkins, I think it would be worth it to throw them. Honestly. He's like, don't waste food. And I'm like, suck my ass, I got some money. And there's like one under the bridge. Behind the bed. We're looking behind the lamp. And here, I love this, where you can just roll into a tree and have shit fall down from it. I love that. Now we gotta go fishing for the kitty, for Ellen. I love that the cat just, like, warms up to you the second you open the fishing pole. Anyway, yeah. Fishing. They shortened it in this version, which is nice, so you only have to catch one instead of two. I really like fishing in this game, especially in the fishing hole. When I was a kid, I would literally stay in the fishing hole for, like, multiple in-game days, just catching the same shit over and over again. Which is good, because it motivates me to get the stupid Hylian Loach, even though it's a pain in the ass, but, it's a fun time. So there goes the kitty, into the little cat flap. The 1800s cat flap. I have no idea if 1800s is like a good rough estimate for the time period equivalent that this is, but... Oh, and yeah, I decided to be a bitch and just, like, throw this chicken into the fucking water. Haha. I don't think that thing can ever get out of that water. It's just a duck now. So let's get some milk from the lady. Sarah, apparently her name is. Oh, I guess... Okay, well, apparently this cat is male, so calling it Ellen doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. You got milk in a bottle. My dear. My lady. Here's your milk bottle, my lady. My link. So I go ahead and buy the slingshot, which she treats as like it's a toy. Yeah, you're too old for toys. Let the kids play with it. And I'm like, I guess a slingshot is technically a toy, but like, it doesn't feel like a toy. I don't know. Maybe back in the day it was more of a thing, but I mean, I think of like generic children's toys that aren't like branded like a Barbie doll or whatever. I guess I would think of like a yo-yo, maybe. Yeah, you don't ever need the bee larva. It allows you to catch catfish, but mainly I just wanted to show how much of a fucking loser that guy is. Oh yeah, here's me turning off the motion controls on the gamepad because I hate them. Also, the rumble feature doesn't even work anymore on the gamepad for some reason. So, now here's the bit where, Russell's like, I casually just broke into your house to give you a weapon. Like, I realized that they're, like, in a village, and, like, crime isn't a thing, and they probably can't even lock their doors, but just the idea that Russell was like, I'm just gonna allow myself into your house when you're not there to leave you a weapon, is just, I think that's funny. So here's your aiming tutorial, which I kind of actually needed, because the vertical axis shit. And Beth is just really thirsty, which is uncomfortable because I'm so much older than her. Like, please, Beth, just... I mean, I guess I can't blame her because, like, these two idiots are closer in age to her, and, like, yeah, but, I guess she just has, like, a precocious child crush, but I just, meh. I really like these scarecrows with the pumpkin heads. I want to make those in real life. I command you to tell us what Russell put in your house. Yeah, there's me just looking blatantly at the floor there. And no, you don't need to destroy that spider, but I feel like being thorough. Weird window thing, like the top, like the port. I don't even know what to call it. Like, it looks like a window, but it isn't. On the door is like, what the fuck is that? So yeah, here's a sharp stick. You can kill things with it. Here's me just like looking at some of the stuff on the desk because it's in HD and you can like see it. And he just has a picture of the stupid goat rancher and a goat, which admittedly a picture of a goat is a pretty good thing to have just like on your desk. I should get me a picture of a goat. Goats are cool, even if their horns in this game don't make any sense. I was at like a fair thing, carnival thing, I don't know what it was, at school one time, and they had a goat, and the goat was just trying to eat a water bottle. So now here's a sharp stick tutorial, where you show the kids how to use your sharp stick to do cool sharp stick things, like hit a scarecrow. Yeah. This kid's fashion is just on point. He has like this weird headband thing that like, I don't know. It's high fashion. It's too high fashion for me to understand. I kind of feel like Tallow's look here is sort of like proto, like gay fashion. Like, I'm not saying Tallow himself is gay, but I feel like he's pioneering what could be gay fashion in the future with that headband. Jump attack is the best attack in this game. He's like, I totally understand how to use a sharp stick now, except not really. And then, the monkey! How dare that monkey show her ass here. He's like, I'm gonna kick that monkey's ass and push Link blatantly out of the way. Which looks really weird. So here, I was about to leave without Epona. Colin's standing back there, and he's like, you can't go out of the village, you have to progress the plot. So, now we keep on a-going. Mallow is really small, but he's just like, you gotta do it, it's all up to you. And maybe it's just because I have anxiety and I don't like heights, but I feel like riding a horse very quickly over a bridge like that would just be very nerve-wracking. It's scary, I don't like it. It's too scary for me. Trot, 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 trot. So, there's some incoming stupidity here, because I forgot that you need to get the lantern at this point. Like, I don't know why, but I thought that I needed to get the lantern, like, later, when the gate was closed. Like, I guess I was thinking that the hippie guy, like, gives you the key to the gate and the lantern at the same time, but he doesn't, so I'm gonna have to backtrack at some point. A plate wooden sword. It's just a stick. It's not even sharp. Tallow is such a scrub. Not a Deku scrub. Just a scrub, though. Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, this tunnel is dark, but you can obviously still get through it, especially because it's mostly a straight line. But, yeah, then there's a fucking spiderweb, and I'm like, shit, I don't have the lantern. And hitting walls, apparently. I'm going too fast. I'm rolling too much. Rolling these fat blunts. That was horrible. I apologize. I do think Link would be into smoking pot, though. Weed head cannons engaged. I feel like Link would be down to smoke pot with this guy. This dude rules, by the way. I don't remember his name. I really should commit it to memory because this dude rules. The bird lands on him. Yo, yeah. He's like, he's like, I'm running like a lantern oil business, but I'm like, you should just do like a bird watching business. Bird-related shenanigans. I mean, he had like 3 birds on his person there at one time. Like, bird watching, or like, he could sell bird eggs, I guess. Although there's not really a market for like tiny bird eggs like that. I want to call them cardinals, but none of them are red, but they're shaped like cardinals. Like cartoon cardinals. I always put the lantern away when I'm not using it, just because I don't like, I'm like a resource hoarder, so I like to conserve the oil. Even though later it's basically scripted that it will be emptied out when the monkey takes it, but, you know. It's the hoarding. And here I thought that there was like a thing where if you lit 2 torches you would get a bunch of money, but it's apparently just a little bit of money in a chest that's already there, so. It's okay though, having money is fine. I mean, the smaller wallet maxes out pretty easily, but, I mean, if I'm getting 100%, then I'm gonna need all the money required to buy, like, the magic armor, which is expensive as fuck. So here's a lovely Farron Woods that doesn't have the lovely Farron Woods music playing right now, but I'm just blatantly ignoring all the enemies because it's faster. And we have got things to do, like a key to get and a heart piece to get. And, oh yeah, and like a reckless kid to rescue. Because his stupid ass got abducted by a monkey. Yawning. Classic Zelda logic where if you light things on fire, a chest appears. So there's the first heart piece you can get. Pretty easy. I'm trying to remember how many heart pieces there are, because if they're like 5 for each... Actually, I was like trying to math this out, and I remember that I don't remember how many hearts there are in total. I'll look some of this shit up later. Actually, let me just look it up right now. This is just like traveling. We want Twilight Princess heart pieces, even though I did 2 typos because I'm good at typing on my phone. 45 heart pieces. For a maximum of 20 hearts. Alrighty. Like that guy just slowly roaming up the tree there, and then that fucking afro bird just like being like, well, come buy something, but there's not really any point of buying anything right now. I mean, we'll be back through here again for more lantern oil. I might steal from him, might pay him, I don't know. Stealing from him is annoying because then you can't like buy shit later. Like, I think if you steal from him, you have to, like, keep stealing. I don't think he actually forgives you. But it doesn't really matter. So, free the child and the monkey. the monkey is somehow taller than the child. What the fuck? That's a big-ass monkey. Good lord. So he's all like, I shouldn't have done that, don't tell my parents. And I'm like, there's like 4 people in your tiny little bumfuck village. Like, they're gonna find out, probably. And then Russell just appears out of nowhere. I guess he was smoking weed with the hippie guy. I really wish I could remember his name. He's like, we're going to Hyrule. He's like, haha, maybe you'll see Zelda. Spoiler alert, Grandpa, I will. And now, more shit-ass goat herding! Hey! So yeah, he's just like, I still can't do my own job, can you herd them for me? So yeah, then, so this goat herding, there's 20 goats. And this goes, well, hang on. So, also, you can pet the goats in this game. Which is useless, but fantastic. Because then they go brrrr. So anyway, this goat herding went especially bad. It took like over 2 minutes or something, so, I took the liberty of speeding most of it up. Just because it's ridiculous. Like, it just takes so fucking long. Also, the sped up music and sound effects sound funny. the goat in noise is really good. Luckily, you don't have to do this in any set amount of time. It's just boring and slow to do it really as slow as I do. But, and this is about where I stop. So then the next time we can do, like, the Twilight stuff and, like, really get into the meat of the game, finally. Just, kind of a slow segment to begin with, just to get the game started, but yeah. Yeah, then he's like, that was about 36 seconds faster than usual, and I'm like, I doubt that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to, doing the rest of this playthrough, having a good time, collecting everything, roll goal, and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna do the generic YouTuber thing now and be like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, bruh! But yeah. Good night. I love you.